Hey, everybody. Welcome to the GWA podcast on Grow With Angie. We'll rock it out a little bit while we're waiting for some bodies to show up. If you guys are new to the GWA or to Grow With Angie, we are celebrating today or tonight. This is a party. So we're going to do something a little bit different. We're going to have a little bit of fun. I have nothing really set or planned for this evening. But if you don't know what we're celebrating, you're missing out. Yeah, I'll tell you here in just a second. If you are here, all I can see are numbers up in the corner, that corner. So go ahead and give me a shout out, say hi, let me know you're in the house, and I'll give you a shout out back. I'm very, very excited. It is going to be a lot of fun. We're going to have some fun. All right. We're going to bring that down just a little bit. Still want it in the background, but there we go. All right. So today we are celebrating 1,000 subscribers. Yeah. The big 1K. Hello. Hello, how are you, MK Crafts? Thanks for joining. You guys give me shouts out. Pop your name up on the board. So, this is... Hi, Mike. Hiya. Thank you so much. You know, this is really what's going to be about tonight is it's a party for everybody, right? It's not just me. It's not just my channel, it's all of our channels. I always say to grow with Angie, don't just watch Angie grow. So I'm going to keep that. And yes, hello, Sandy. This is so awesome. I'm so glad you guys are all here. Hello, Michael. This is awesome. So my channel is just over a year old. I posted my very first video January of 2020, right? Yeah, during the whole 2020. And I thought it was absolutely horrible. And I posted another video shortly after that. And I removed the first one and then put the first one back up. So I decided, nope, I'm going to do this. We're going to keep going. Rick's BBQ. Oh my goodness. Hello. How are you, friend? We miss you in Clubhouse. Haven't seen you around in a while. You know, that's what I really want to do too, is I want to give some shout outs to some amazing, amazing people tonight. You know, it's so funny because there we go. Hello, Anthony. My friends are in the house. So, you know, that's another thing. People always say that on YouTube. Someone's in the house, right? But I think I'm going to call it the greenhouse. So welcome to the greenhouse. And Elliot, welcome to the greenhouse. Mr. A Train. Actually, I think Anthony, I'm going to put you in the chicken coop. No, the actual chickens did go out in the barn today. So that's what I spent a lot of time doing and cleaning out this back bathroom. So the little girls are outside now in the barn next to the big girls. So that was, that was an adventure getting them out there. But I have them on my camera and I can watch them and check on them whenever I want to. So yes, I'm going to bring this. I don't know what you guys are thinking with the music. Let me know if that's like too annoying and I will bring that back down or back up. I also kind of rearranged my microphone, so let me know, thumbs up, if this still sounds good. Instead of going sideways, I'm going upwards. Tech for your needs. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. So for a lot of you guys who are in just the GWA, just the Grow With Angie community, you are missing out on Clubhouse. Clubhouse is an app that you can download and you can listen in on different rooms and conversations. And I do a lot of gardening rooms in there, and you can just go in and you can just listen, or you can raise your hand and go up on stage and start talking. And a year ago when I started this channel, I got on Clubhouse and I found rooms on YouTube. and everybody was talking about YouTube. And I ended up finding this amazing, amazing community of people. And they're so supportive and they're so awesome and just tips and tricks. And you get stuck in like tech for your needs. Like, my gosh, how many times, we're in these rooms and I'm like, oh, like something's going on technically, right? And learning how to use StreamYard, doing all of these different things. And these people have been there for me. It's just amazing. And on Thursday, we were in a group that is run by Viper, and you can find him on YouTube too. That is VOYYYPER. And I was in his room, and sorry, see, I'm getting all choked up. Wait. Okay. Also, the Miller High Life thing, this is a nod to my father. That is an antique. Everything's backwards. That is an antique neon that has been in our family forever. So I figured it's a party. We're going to get that sucker out. But Thursday morning, I was in Clubhouse with our Coffee Talk crew, which is a whole bunch of different content creators, whether TikTokers, Instagrammers, YouTubers, you name it. And we just sit around and we talk about nonsense, everything from Star Wars to fast food, which is one of our highlights of the mornings. Who has the best coffee? And right during that, my numbers rolled to 1K. And I would love to say that is probably my Clubhouse crew that threw me over the number. I believe it was A-Train's wife that actually gave me the 1K. And then it went to 101, 102, 103. And I think we're at 115 this morning. So during that time, I got very emotional and I was not speaking. I was down in the audience. I had not raised my hand, and Viper said, speech, you got to come up here. You got to talk. And I went up there and I pretty much emotionally lost it. So, 1K is what we all call a vanity number. We don't want to be so stuck and hard on ourselves that we, are just going for numbers. But when you hit that 1K, there is some other stuff with YouTube. You have to have 4,000 watch hours, blah, blah, blah. It's all this other YouTube stuff that then you start getting paid for your commercials. I don't really care about that. But once we get to that 1K, it's kind of like you feel like you made it. You feel like 1,000 people actually hit that subscribe button. 1,000 people actually said, way to go. We're here for you. We're supporting you. And you just want to keep going. And I love tech for your needs. To answer your question, how did this happen? You show up. Yes, that is something that we say a lot in our YouTube groups. If you want to do this, you got to show up. You got to hit record. You got to just do it. And believe me, I was so nervous before this one because I didn't have a ton planned. Usually I have some kind of an idea of where I want my podcast to go. And what if you don't drink coffee? Well, Anthony, you're still part of Coffee Talk. We all know how you feel about coffee. Yes, it is a great beginning milestone, and it's a big uphill climb to get to that 1K. And then I think once you do, the YouTube algorithms really have started to figure out who your audience is, where we're going to serve up this content to, who we're going to show it to, and it just starts to build. And then once you've climbed up to the top of the mountain and you're at the top where there's snow, you can start to roll your snowball downhill. So here's what I want to do really quick is do some thank yous. First and foremost, my mom and dad, my husband, my mother and father-in-law, who listened to me, and my sister, who I send text messages to, listened to me talk about YouTube all the freaking time. And they don't know what SEOs are, and they don't know what click-through rates are, and they don't know what AVDs are. And I try and explain stuff, and I say something to my husband. He's like, yeah, I heard of that Viper guy. I don't know, right? And I'm all excited about things. So in my immediate family, thank you very much. I'm going to slow this thing down behind me because I feel like maybe I might be giving you guys some psychedelic something. Let's see if we can change. There we go. We'll just do a bright pink. So let's see. 007 Space-O. Congrats. Thank you very, very much. I just could not do this without all of you guys So, family first. Clubhouse, really, I have to say second, because if it weren't for that community, if it weren't for those people pushing, and it weren't for, someone getting on your channel and saying, looking at your thumbnail and being like, not really sure if I like that. Maybe you should change it. Viber just called me out on something on my banner on my actual YouTube page. And so I quick took that off. So a lot of people in the clubhouse, which are here, Anthony and A Train and Tech for Your Needs. And like, I could just go on and on. Yes. I mean, Clubhouse for fam for the win. You guys are amazing. And then in the big part of Clubhouse, Anthony is going to laugh. I have Professor Nez, who was an amazing support when I first started my channel. One of my affiliates actually wanted to hire me out to do a job, and I'm just sitting here going, I don't know, what am I worth? So thank you very much, Professor Nez, for kicking me in the butt and telling me how much I was worth. And also to Roberta Blake, who, some people think he's so untouchable, and when he is in Clubhouse, he just sits and talks, and he's just amazing, and we learn so much from him. Professor Nez is the bester. He is out of this world, is it he says. So those I'd like. And then really my affiliates is just amazing to have brand companies or brand deals that stand beside you, encourage you, and just say, hey, you're good enough to support our company. And so one of them is IG Works, which is the iHarvest, which is my arrow gardens, or my tower gardens that stand behind me. The owner, co-founder of that company was the one who said, you should do a YouTube channel. And you should post a video review. And of course, he wanted the advertising, right? I'm not going to say it. I just thought, oh yeah, I'm just going to do this. But once I started doing that and realizing that there was this little spot and this little niche inside of YouTube for people who want to grow their food at home, and it hit so perfect with 2020 when we go to the grocery store and there's like no bags of spinach, right? And here I am telling you, you can grow your own spinach. So thank you to IG Works for pushing me. Brittany, hi Brittany, so good to have you here. Then Amazon, and I know this is a silly one. Amazon, I fought with Amazon because they do have vanity numbers. You have to hit certain numbers to be a part of the Amazon Associates program, but it pushed me. It pushed me to make sure that I was doing the best content I could for you guys to actually get into Amazon. So I'm a part of Amazon. True Leaf Market is another one. They are an amazing seed company. So I'm really happy to be a part of True Leaf Market. Uncle Jim's Worm Factory. Amazing. You guys have even responded like you did to these indoor worm compostings. It is just amazing that you guys responded to my worms. So yeah, I will definitely keep going with that. And then Territorial Seeds is another one. This is a brand new one. I haven't brought you guys anything with that yet, but that will be coming soon, I promise. I'm a mod for your channel. Oh, that's awesome. Thanks, Anthony. You got to have mods. I should do that. Let's talk, because I might need somebody at some point to help filter out and read my comments. So Tech for Your Needs, this is a YouTube question. Yeah, I don't know what the super chat is, quite honestly, because like Nick Nimmin, I just want to be able to go super chat, right? Like we all want to steal his super chat. Yeah, I don't know what that is. I'll have to look into that. I did notice that some of my analytics changed for you YouTube people. Once you do hit the 1,000, I'm seeing different things. They're lucky to have you. Thank you, Sandy. That is amazing. I'm really happy to hear that. And I do want to say, to clarify, just to kind of put it in a bubble. So I'm not, I don't work for them, right? I am my own entity. I am my own customer. I purchased them and then I signed up with their affiliate program and they blessed me with a coupon code that I could turn around and give to all of you guys so you could get $50 off of those. But then they ended up saying, "We really like your content. Can you do some videos for us?" So that's kind of the relationship that we have. But I am definitely, definitely a customer of theirs. And if I had more room, I would probably have more. I'm gonna take a Miller break. All right, so thanking the family, thanking my Clubhouse peeps, thanking my affiliates, and thanking my subscribers. You know, it's funny because I should say my subscribers and my Facebook group. Let's just all roll y'all into one, right? So, Facebook Grow With Angie, as I believe we're 450 people. It is not a ginormous Facebook group. If you want to join the group, just look for Grow With Angie on Facebook in a group. And, you know, I post all kinds of silly stuff, and I really started now that Facebook is allowing you to do reels there and not just Instagram reels. I'm really kind of locking into the Facebook reels. I really like them. They seem like so super duper easy, or I can do them on Instagram and then I can just download them right to Facebook. So I've been playing with that. So you get a little bit more of like what's going on, you know, even with chickens or what's going on with my gardens, a little bit in between, behind the scenes. We get to talk. And the Facebook group community, the Grow With Angie community, you guys reach out to me all the time. Now, one thing I want to say is what a blessing to have you guys reach out to me so much that I had to put up a post to give me 24 hours to respond to you. And I was trying to think, like, how do I do this? Of course, Clubhouse, you know, talked me through how I should do this because I didn't want to come across as being like this untouchable, you can't ask me questions, I'm not here for you type person. But it's really crazy when I pick up my phone and it's either on Instagram, it's on Twitter, or it's on Facebook, and I'm getting all these messages and I'm trying to answer everybody back and I'm having 10 conversations going at the same time. And you're focused in on the one conversation and I have 10 going. So I really didn't want you to feel like I was ignoring you or I wasn't getting to your questions as soon as I possibly could. And I really wanted to be able to say, hey, just give me a little bit of time. I will get back to you. But if you have a question, throw it in the Facebook group because there are some amazing people in there. There's a lot of other, either that just normal hydroponic growers that do the deep water culture, that do the kratky, that do the tower gardens, that do the iHarvest, right? So everybody's in there. And if I can't get to you right away, they can. So it's really neat that it's a community. And I think celebrating this 1K with all of you guys is just kind of showing that it is all of us. If I was just sitting here by myself and no one said, Angie, I do not understand this, there wouldn't be that light bulb that says, I'm going to make a video. And I'm really trying to dive into the whole ECPH thing. You guys, I did a video on that. I did buy a new meter. I'm going to review that here soon. It was very expensive, so be on the lookout for that. It is a little bit of a price jump from what we are used to, but I wanted to see kind of if we went that far with that, is it worth it? So that video will be coming up soon. Tuesday, I'm releasing another one on microgreens. And I will, since you guys are here live, I'll give you a little inside intel. This video that's coming out on Tuesday is the first product that I've tested that I didn't have much positive to say. So you'll want to check that out and see Angie's first don't buy this video because that's pretty much what it is. Yes, I know I should do lives more often. I was doing them quite frequently before the start of the year. And then the holidays hit. I did one in January. I did a Christmas one. I kind of undecorated the tree, but I liked the way it looked. So I left it. And yeah, I definitely do need to do those again. So if you guys want more lives, please let me know and just keep those questions coming and I can dive into all of those and we can talk more hydroponics and chickens and gardening. And again, for those of you who don't know, I live in northern Michigan and we keep fighting the snow. Will the snow please, please, please go away. So April 1st, April Fools, it snowed so much my entire yard was covered. It was covered again this morning. By this afternoon, it started to melt. And yeah, it's just been crazy. You like the mic better this way? Thank you. Yeah, I'm not sure. Like the boom, again, I'm copying Professor Nez, and his boom arm was coming across. I do kind of think I like it this way better. The only thing with this microphone is it's a front compressor, not on the top. So I have to, or like on the side. So I have to speak into it the side. So if you guys like it and it's still sounding good, yeah, that's good to hear. I'm glad about that. I also have an Amazon affiliate link down in the description of my video for this microphone. So yes, if you guys have any questions, I don't even care if they're YouTube related right now. You guys are just, oh my gosh, I missed the veggie jungle jumping in here. This is what happens. You are amazing. I love watching your stuff. Yes, he teases me that I'm his phone a friend. This is someone that I found through Facebook, and ironically, we had a mutual friend, which was really funny. And he started purchasing, him and his family, all of the arrow gardens, had them all over the place, just totally took over his house with them, connected with me, and now he has an eye harvest. So, I always say don't blame me. Even if you start with an arrow garden, don't blame me. It's addicting. It's addicting. It's addicting. Oh, good. Good. I'm glad you guys like all of that. Affiliate marketing. Yeah. That's something that I love to talk about in Clubhouse. So one thing with that is, if I ever make a product recommendation, whether it is an affiliate, which is a company that I'm working with, if it is a product, I will be honest with you, I don't care. I will tell you if it's good. Just like I said, this video that's coming out on Tuesday, it was not one of my favorite products, and I purchased it on True Leaf Market. It's not their seeds, it's something else. They have a whole bunch of gardening products, but I'm going to be honest with you. I'm going to tell you the truth, because you valuing what I say is more important to me than just throwing out affiliate links. You're not finding the wave maker. Okay, Sandy, I will try and find that on this video, because when it's done, I can post in the comments, and I will put something down there for you. I will try and find that in the 1600. I know this is funny. So Amazon has analytics too. So I can actually see everything that people are purchasing. And I almost wonder if some of the companies and some of the products are like, who is this person? I can't tell you. I mean, we're talking hundreds. Wave makers, the pool sump pumps, the little mini pool sump pumps that I did actually just 2 days ago pulled a whole bunch of my lettuce, and I wanted to start my lettuce over again. And so I drained my tank and I used that sump pump. And I tell you, that is just like stick it in there, throw the hose out the slider, done. Those sell just crazy. The reflective covers, I'm getting a lot of links for those. They did, and I almost wonder if it's because I've recommended them so much. It was the reflective covers and the net cups together. And I know they can see like whose referral link, and so I don't know if they're coming and seeing my YouTube channels, but all I was talking about was the reflective covers. Like, I didn't care about the net cups, and they finally split them. So now you can just buy the reflective colors and not the net cups. And there was a whole bunch of us that purchased them right away, and it's taking a really long time to get them shipping. So I don't know if they were ready for that, or if they were ready for us to be like, that's all we want is reflective covers. So I got a whole bunch of those, and I think it was like 200 in a pack or something. I don't know. I don't usually throw them away. I rinse them off. So now I'm going to be probably throwing them away if I have that many. The second one is my fault. Well, what can I say? And that's actually funny, because a friend of my husband's that he grew up with and went to high school with, and her and I are friends on Facebook. We just connected, I don't know, it's been 20 years. And she started posting in the Grow With Angie Facebook group, my harvest is all set up. Da, da, da. I'm like, I didn't even know that she was going to do that. But I snagged another one, outdoor gardener turned inside. Oops, that's the same one. Yes, that's not, yeah, as long as the water is moving in the tank, I think you're fine. I know some of them come with like double heads, so it's like double the power, but I don't really think the gallons per hour are gonna matter because all we're not looking like with an actual fish tank where they are saying it's moving this many gallons per hour. We're not worrying about the life and the natural lifespan of our fish, right? So I think you would be fine. Aw, that's not good. Go get some rest. Go get some rest. Tech for your needs. And, we'll talk to you in Clubhouse. Thanks for coming in and hanging out. So, yeah, here we are a year later, or just over a year. We hit the 1K mark, and I keep saying we because we did it together. I'm very, very excited that we hit this mark. I'm excited to see where things are going to go. And if it's okay with you guys, give me a thumbs up. I'm going to be trying to do more videos outside because I do outside gardening. So if you're okay watching a little bit of outside gardening, I did a few videos last year, didn't do as many, but I can really show you some more tips and tricks for outside. We're going to be moving an entire asparagus patch that we have. That's going to be quite the undertaking. So we are going to be doing that. And I love doing straw bale gardening. And of course, my baby chicks, we're going to have to integrate them in with the big chicks. So I will try and be doing a little bit more homesteading stuff throughout the summers. And then in the winter months, obviously I'm inside. So it would all be the indoor gardening, but I'm not going to walk away from that. Don't worry. Don't panic. I'm going to be doing all of that as well. Another Miller break. My mouth is dry. Maybe it's not the Miller. Yeah, that's Miller's a family tradition. Sorry. And I usually don't, hold up a beverage when I'm doing a podcast, but hey, why not? It's a celebration. And Miller, if you're listening or you're watching, I don't know, take a 24 pack. Anyway, see how much I'm getting distracted. You guys are so funny. Thank you. See, and it's funny, I don't need you guys to say congrats to me. It's congrats to all of us, right? It's congrats to all of us. We did this together, and it's just very, very exciting. So I love being a part of all of this. I love being a part of teaching you guys how to grow. And I think that's one thing I want to mention too is gardening inside your house. And Anthony, by the way, if you are still here, tell your mother congrats, because I saw your Twitter earlier today that she had, what was it, 3,000 or 4,000 views on a YouTube short. That is amazing. I've kind of walked away from YouTube shorts. I really like my long form content because, see, I ramble too much. I can't get all this in 60 seconds. So I have to have my long form content. But anyway, I really want to encourage people to actually garden inside, garden on your deck, wherever you have space. Try and grow something. And I want to say there was a Facebook ad, and this is the most hilarious thing. Every single time this thing pops up on my Facebook, I laugh so hard. It is for these mats, these grow mats that have seeds in them. And you just take your pot, you fill it up with some soil, you put the little mat on top of it, you put some water over it, and it grows. And they're showing people doing this, like, on their decks and their patios. They're rolling them out. I think they were on Shark Tank. I don't even know the name of these things. And this one gal they videotape, she's young, probably college age, and she's got these tomato plants out on her deck. And she thanks the company for letting her know that growing food was possible. And it's the way that she says it. She says that growing food was possible, not that I could grow food, not thanks to this wonderful company for teaching me that I can grow food, for just growing food was possible. So, younger generation, if you're listening, if you listen to the channel by any chance, where does a tomato come from? Where does a peach come from? Where does a banana come from? They grow. So yes, I'm glad that that company used a Facebook page ad to say that growing is possible. At home, on your deck, in your garden, inside. But even if you have a small area this summer, I want to challenge you guys to not just do flowers. You're going to go to the greenhouse in the spring and you're going to get all these big, huge petunias and all these things for hanging pots, right? And you're going to do all this stuff and you're going to beautify your yard. There are so many plants that are absolutely beautiful. And there was actually a Clubhouse room on this today, which was awesome. I heard this. They were talking about really beautiful edible plants. And there are so many things that when you grow them, they go through these big, beautiful flowering stages. And one of them that I did last year by accident, because I just wanted to try it and I'm addicted and I'm going to do it every single year. They are purple dragon tail radishes. The radishes get really, really super long and skinny. They grow above ground, so it flowers, and then all this purple just hangs everywhere, and they're gorgeous. And I had them on my deck as a flowering, beautiful plant, but then I had these radishes, and they were insanely like crazy spicy, like almost like a wasabi. They were so insane. So try and think when you're planting this spring, or you're planting wherever you are, if you're in a season where it's already gardening season, you're already outside, or you can plant outside, throw out a couple pots, throw out a couple, the window pots, the big deck things, I can't even think of the word that I want to say right now, that you hang underneath of your windows. Anything that you're going to hang or put out, even your hanging baskets, you can put tomato plants in hanging baskets. So try and think about different things that you guys can grow on your own. And then just, even if it's a small amount and you maybe get a couple of tomatoes and you make a couple tacos for your family, like how fun would that be, even to get your kids to learn and get their hands in the soil. And I said this in one of my other podcast where I was really giving a shout out to my mom for teaching me how to garden. I remember being really, really little, and she did all of the flowers. We did have fruit trees. We did a ton of different, just beautiful landscaping. And she would take me to the greenhouse when I was little. And all the little kids under a certain age, we would get a free marigold. And my sister and I would each get a marigold, and we would bring them home. And my mom did not plant that marigold. We did. So it was, get down in the dirt, and here's a little spade, and, you pick the spot. We got to pick the spot, put the marigold where we wanted it, plant it. And that was our marigold. And we watched it all summer. I'm like, gotta go check the marigold, see how it's doing. So I think even instilling those tiny little things, or even as an adult, if that's what you can start with, go out and buy a little tray of marigolds and see if you can keep them alive, and then go from there and just continue to grow. I really honestly don't know what we're going to be doing with any type of, I don't want to say recession, that's kind of a bad word. The trucking industry seems to be getting a little bit better. Shipping seems to be a little bit better, but still when I go to the grocery store, I got to tell you, like the lettuces and the spinaches and everything are still like bare, and they've got signs hanging up that says, we don't know when we're going to get this back from the manufacturer. We don't know when we're going to get this back from the farm. And avocado prices, and I don't know if that's just where I am and they're kind of out of season, but avocado prices are like crazy. In A-Train, I don't know if you're still in here or not. You can give me a shout out if you are. Costco, my husband's been going to Costco with his mom because we don't have one around us, and they have those big bowls of like avocado all mushed up in there. Those are great. Throw them in your freezer. But avocados are super, super expensive right now, and there's just certain things that are just really crazy, and I don't know how long it's been since I've actually had to buy any greens. I think we bought like one little thing of spinach because I haven't really done a lot with spinach, like the little containers, the plastic containers. But as far as like actual greens and bags of greens and that type of thing. We don't buy that. We don't need to. And so we're leaving that in the grocery store for someone else who needs it, but we're also doing it on our own and we have it fresh all the time. And even where I live, like in the middle of the winter, if there's a winter storm and I can't get out, what if there's a lightning strike and we lose power? There's so many different things. It doesn't have to be the zombie walking down the street, this, apocalypse thing to start thinking about taking care of ourselves. And gas prices, who wants to go to the grocery store 4 or 5 times a week? You're constantly running back and forth, right? As much as you can grow as possible, I encourage you to do that. So I wanted to really, even though this is a celebration of 1K, of course, it is still in my heart to encourage you and tell you that you can and let you know that I am reachable, I am approachable. Again, please just give me 24 hours to respond to you. If I don't, even if on Facebook, even if I open your message and it shows that I saw it, because I hate that when I open it, it just instantly goes to the message and it says that I saw the message, but I might not have really had a time to sit down, read your question, digest what you were asking, because a lot of the questions that you guys do send me can be kind of complex when you're asking me about the ECs and the pH and the ppms and your meters and all that. And I need just a minute to digest that to get back to all of your questions. But do know that I am looking at all of those questions and I'm trying to reply to you as soon as I can. Shark Fin Tech. This is another one of my Clubhouse peeps. They are all coming out tonight. You guys are just amazing. Thank you for the congratulations. Yeah, I don't know what it is. Why is the 1K? Like, I actually literally, after I hit 1K, I got on YouTube and I started looking up people and their reactions to their 1Ks. And my reaction, I guess, was a very private one on Clubhouse. So you all got to hear me break down. And yes, it was sad. I cried. I didn't think that I would, but I think it was that feeling coming back at me, right? And everybody's like, yes, you did it, you did it, you did it. And just having that recognition of your work and people saying, yes, I'm watching your videos. I mean, my gosh, my very first worm video, I think is almost 5,000 views. And it's such a simple thing. It's composting worms. And I didn't know back then that would take off. And that is somebody else, Liz, who is in Clubhouse, who had told me right away. She said, watch that video. When I first posted it, I had like maybe 20 views and it sat like that for quite a while. And she said, I want you to watch that video, come back to me in 3 months and tell me what's going on with that video in 3 months. And I think in 3 months it had hit 1,000 and then it's kind of just been this slow go for the last year. But it was amazing that I'm like, how did she know that video would do okay and that I would be okay? So that was just that continued encouragement from all of you guys to just say, yes, do what you love, do the videos that you want to do. We're going to watch them. We're going to ask questions. We're going to engage. Again, the Facebook group, so much engagement. I love how you guys interact with each other. So I appreciate the respect that is on that page. Nobody really gets into any debates over anything. I'm in some chicken groups and people with their chickens are crazy. Like if you use a heat lamp and you say that you use a heat lamp, all of a sudden you've got 50,000 people saying you shouldn't be using a heat lamp and you're going to burn your chicken coop down. But they don't even know that, how my whole structure is built. Oh yeah, the bug video. Gosh, that one's old now. That was when I was inspecting for the aphids. Yeah, see, I kind of let myself go on that one and I got a little crazy and a little funny. So maybe I need to think about doing some more. We like you, Angie. We really, really like you, Sally Fields reference. That's pretty funny. I like that. We like you. Yes, thank you very much. So, all right. For the last a little bit of this, I did not want to go too long tonight because, like I said, I didn't have anything planned. I just wanted to get on and say thank you to everybody. So what I'm gonna say for this next, it's not really year to year, but for this next 1K to 2K to wherever we're gonna go with this. I don't know where I'm going with this. Other than that, my tax guy said, how much money have I spent on my equipment? Which was funny because that's a whole nother conversation. Yeah, so we basically told the tax guy that I had made some money on YouTube. And I just thought, most of them don't know what content creators are, right? And all of a sudden he says, do you have receipts for what you've spent on YouTube? I'm like, what I've spent on YouTube? And at first I thought, well, I haven't spent that much. And then I'm like, oh, this and lights upstairs and products to review. And then all of a sudden, I start printing off my Amazon purchases, the invoices, and I've got a stack this thick. And I thought, I wonder if this is what he wanted. But anyway, I digress. So I don't know where this is going to go for the next year, the next 2 years, the next 3 years. I don't know. So what I'm going to tell you is thank you for being around for 1K. Thank you for being at the beginning of it. And I promise into the next 1K, into the next one after that, I'm going to keep doing content that you guys really want to see. There are things that I love to do and I have fun with them. And I think, oh man, I got to tell them about this. But when I see your questions in the Facebook groups, when I see your questions here on YouTube, and that's another thing, please, please, please leave questions on the YouTube videos. You guys don't always have to pop back to Facebook or pop back to Instagram or send me a direct message. I see all the comments on Facebook. So you can, or on YouTube, so then I can actually answer those. But I will be doing more and more and more videos based off of your questions. Diane Kidman, congratulations. Thank you. Diane Kidman, she's got some books on Amazon, let me tell you. Little herbologist. Yes. Thank you, Diane. I'm excited you're here. That's pretty amazing. I love that you are a part of the Grow With Angie community and that you said that. That's very nice. Thank you. So for the next year, we are just going to be diving into more of the hydroponics, more of the going into summer, going outside. I am really debating, and if you guys have thoughts and comments on that, either leave it down below here on this video or on any of the other videos. If there's another type of hydroponic unit that you want me to dive into and try and do a review on, as long as it's not super duper crazy expensive and I have room for it in my dining room, because my dining room has turned into a grow room, and my husband and I have decided that since we don't eat at the dining room table anyway, it is officially the YouTube recording studio area. This will be the podcast area and my YouTube office. But we are just going to leave that nonsense upstairs, and tripods and microphones and cameras and all that stuff are all over the place, but that's all right. Thank you. Yeah, I'm excited that she's kind of getting into the same garden niche. I think that's very cool. I'm looking forward to seeing where she takes her journey and how she does it differently, right? We all do things differently, and she does a lot of plants and flowers, and so it will be really interesting to see that. But if you guys do have any other products that you want me to review, that you want me to test, you want me to do them, and I will either tell you if it's a big fail or not, I will take the hit on that and I will give it a try and always, bring you what I can. So I am going to, we're probably about the 45-minute mark. I didn't want to go too much longer than that. Definitely didn't want to go more than an hour. I don't want to take up your Sunday evening. But I am very, very excited that you guys were able to come in, party with me a little bit. We're going to bring this back up a little bit. Oh my gosh. Well, I don't have a lot of the wall space. I think one more on the wall. I'm not getting rid of my beautiful cabinet that I just made, veggie jungle. Not going to get rid of that. I could put one more on the angle wall, but then I got the big slider. So unless I just put them in a circle in the middle and just did them instead of the dining room table. But yeah, I think I might be good on those. I don't know. I'm not going to say yay or nay. Who knows? Who knows what's going to happen? But there are a couple other ones that I found that are on Kickstarter. They're brand new. So I'm kind of debating like if I want to get into that. I know people have said that. I don't know how you would hook them together. Just a thought. If you're on the Indoor Garden Work Facebook page, somebody had a whole thing full of tomatoes and they never attached it to the wall. Just saying. That would be a little scary. That would be a little scary if you've got something that's super duper heavy like that. But who knows? I don't know. I don't know where this is going to go for the next 1K. But I will end with that. If you guys want, comments down below. Say goodbye, say goodbye, say goodbye. I love you all so much. If you watched this video and you actually are not a subscriber of the Grow With Angie community, what are you waiting for? What are you waiting for? I'm going to come and do more of these podcasts, and we're going to be talking about all kinds of different gardening, and I'm going to dive in a little bit deeper. We're going to try and talk about pH and EC and ppm meters. We're going to talk about the different types of hydroponics. We're also going to talk about outdoor gardening, different types of lettuces. I could go on and on and on and on and on. We are going to tackle these things together, and remember to always grow with Angie. Don't just watch Angie grow. Annette, you're coming in at the end. I am getting ready to pop off, but thank you so much for coming in. She is another Clubhouse peep. Good night. Good night. It was great to see all of you guys as well. And as I always say on the end of all of my videos, I will catch ya on the next episode of Grow with Angie.